Welcome everyone to the video. Welcome to the channel. As you can see, things are a little bit different around here. Let me just adjust my chair. Um, got the Halloween theme, a little spooky here. So I have this fairly powerful computer sitting over here. Pretty much, it was meant to be a gaming computer. Yeah, I did game on it, but I don't really game that much anymore. So it works. It does help with video editing. However, most of the time I'm on eBay or watching YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, listening to music, and it's kind of a waste. So I decided, I got to put this thing to work, and I know it can create these backgrounds without even a green screen. Sometimes you might see the background if I suddenly move, it'll try to fill that void, but it'll create these backgrounds without a green screen, so which is pretty cool. It's doing it on the fly, and I can do it while streaming as well too, which is also pretty cool. So I was like, all right, I'm going to put it to work and up my video game here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And we'll continue with Halloween theme to the end of the month. And then we'll do a little bit of fall vibes, a little bit of Thanksgiving vibe for the month of November. Oh, well, let me know about the audio down below. Someone dropped a comment about the audio. It wasn't that loud. I went ahead and made some adjustments. Let me know how it sounds now. Thank you for leaving the comment. But check out this I'm using this software from NVIDIA. They make the graphics cards that I tend to lean towards. Not that I'm an NVIDIA fanboy or anything like that, but I tend to lean towards those cards. So I got this little software here. Check this out. That's kind of managing everything for me here. But watch my eyes. Boom. That is so weird. Look at my eyes. So what it's doing, it's in beta right now. Hopefully it looks a little more natural when it goes, mainstream here or comes out of beta. But see, those are my natural eyes. What it's doing is trying to keep my eyes focused on the camera up there, and as opposed to, naturally we tend to gravitate towards looking at the screen, which is down here. But it's trying to keep these artificial eyes up there. It's too weird and too creepy. Let me take it off. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me take that off. So as you can see, I'm staring at the screen right here. I'm looking up. That's my natural eyes. But it's a little weird and creepy. I don't like it. Okay. We're going to get to what sold later in the video, but we're going to look at the economy today, and we're going to look at a new Bolo brought to us by Bath & Body Works. So that's pretty cool. Pretty interesting as well, too. But first, let's look at the economy here. Oh, like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, and hit the bell notification. The economy is for the month of September. Let's see here. Retail sales, that's what we're in. We're in retail sales. Retail sales are up 0.4%. And with being led by online sales. So, 0.4% retail sales have been up. I think June, everything was just kind of flat or kind of just even. It wasn't either up nor down. And everyone, I've been watching, everyone keeps talking about bad economy. The economy's bad. No one's spending money. Everyone's saving money. No one's making money. But the numbers, the evidence just does not support that claim. Again, this is for the majority. There may be pockets within the economy where there could be, some bad time. People may be, experiencing a bad economy right now. But overall, the majority, the economy is humming along. There is no. Everyone keeps saying recession. There is no recession on the horizon. They've been saying recession for a couple of years now, and it hasn't occurred. We just got out of an event of hyperinflation, which yes was tough, but we were able to work through that. And hyperinflation was created because during 2020, money was being injected into the system, new money, and basically no fees for borrowing money, zero interest rates. So it created what do you call it? Cheap money. That's the term. Create cheap money and new money being injected into the system. created a hyperinflation event down the road. And inflation is now under control and at a state where it should be at. We should be always in a state of inflation, but there's a certain number that you have to be at. You can't be too crazy, or otherwise we experience what we experienced, not too long ago. So, but you really don't want to be in a deflationary type of situation, because that's bad as well too. Not good. So the economy is humming along normally from a retail sales perspective. That's what we're focused on here. Retail sales. People are still spending. And then everyone keeps talking about consumer debt. Well, they've been saying that for the last few years now, and people are still spending. Everyone keeps saying, oh, the debt's going to catch up to them. They're not going to be spending money anymore. No one has money to spend anything. But the data just doesn't support it. And I do believe that a lot of people are looking, unfortunately aren't looking at the real numbers, the real data. They're more focused on, and I watch a lot of resellers, they're more focused on like, well, I'm not getting any sales, so then therefore the economy is bad. I'm not, making the numbers that I want to make on eBay, Mercari, wherever, therefore the economy is bad. Well, it's not, unfortunately. It's not a bad economy. What it is a lot of people joined into the whole selling online during the pandemic. And they saw people on YouTube, and a lot of people, blew up during that time frame, because everybody was interested in making money online. And selling online was great. I made some great money on I sold a bunch of action figures I had in my storage unit. Not storage units, storage in my garage. I started selling all my collection off. I was like, I'm just going through stuff. I don't want it. It's just been sitting here. I haven't been doing anything with it, and it's all mint in the package. I don't want to destroy the package at all, and I've gotten away from all the package stuff and all that now. But I might as well sell it. It's top dollar right now, and I used to do that back in the '90s, late '90s, 2000s. I've been a part-time seller on eBay since '99, and being able to identify when the good times have hit, and it happens in different categories. But during the pandemic, everything was blowing up. You could sell anything, almost everything. You could sell tape, probably. I didn't try to sell tape, but you could sell almost anything and everything, and it was flying off the online shelves. My shelves. And I was getting outrageous prices where I don't think, why were they getting these crazy prices? Because new money was being injected. There was a lot of cheap money floating around, so everybody had money to spend, money to burn. So a lot of people that came up during that period were expecting that to continue, and it's not going to continue. That was a rare, once in a lifetime event that we will probably not see again in our lifetime. So things have settled back down to normal. And we're at a state where we probably should have been at in 2020 at this point right now. And people just don't understand, or they just don't have the knowledge. They just don't have the knowledge of what it was like prior to 2020 and selling online. I mean, shoot, I remember, I'll tell you what, I still probably have sent checks or money orders out, and I'm still waiting for my products back from 99 or early 2000s, or I don't even remember when they converted. I forgot what year they converted over to credit cards and PayPal. I think it was when they probably bought PayPal. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my merchandise that I paid for years ago, because I'm pretty sure I sent money out and I did not receive those items. Can you imagine that? Imagine waiting for a check, waiting for a money order in the mail after then sending your item out. It took at least 2 weeks. These transactions took at least 2 weeks. You have to get that money order, then you have to send it out, then that person has to wait to get it in the mail. If it was a check, you had to wait for it to clear. And then you mail your item out, and it was a wild world back. Well, I mean, but it was normal to us back then. So just know that it's tough. As far as selling online, it's a tough business. It's work, just like everything else. It is work, and you have to put in the work. It's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be as easy as it was a few years ago. It's, everything's going back to normal, and the economy is perfectly fine. Don't look at your own numbers. Don't look at your own sales and develop the opinion that the economy is bad because you're not doing good. The economy is okay. It is perfectly fine. There will be ups, there will be downs, but right now we're in an up period. And I'm not necessarily, just rolling with the bears. I mean, rolling with the bulls, saying everything's great. I'm not really a bear saying everything's going to go down. I look at the numbers, look at the evidence, and the evidence just do not support a bad economy. Okay, enough about that. The Bolo. So Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works has introduced or has gifted us with a new Bolo to be on the lookout for 2024 and maybe going forward. We'll see. I'll pop a picture up here on the screen. Let's see, where is it at? Over here. There we go. There's a candle. Whoa, that's not good. Let's shrink that down a little bit. There we go. I thought I fixed that before I started this stream, but I guess I didn't. Okay. It is a candle. It is called the snowed in candle. Now, let me show you. I'll circle this in my cursor. Look at the picture here. It's supposed to be a snowflake, but let me know what you think it looks like. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Or I'll tell you what I think it to me it looks like the Jedi Temple guards from Star Wars. There were these force beings that Yoda encountered in the Clone Wars animated series. I can't put my finger on it exactly what their name was right now. That's what it looks like to me initially. However, it kind of also draws a resemblance to, I'm not going to say who it is, but it draws a resemblance to white hooded people, evil people who wore white hoods. I'm like, what in the world? I mean, after someone said it, I was like, oh yeah, it sure is. Sure definitely looks like that. And so Bath and Body Works has pulled this candle from their stores, and if you have one, these are the prices you can expect to get right now. Almost $200. There are people that are selling it with the label removed, and they're getting about $20 for it. So you want that label. If you want the money, you want the label on it. But who are these people buying? Why are these people buying it for the scent? I mean, who's buying it? Who's going to pay $180? People are paying it. These are confirmed sales. There's more than this actually. So, and there's some listed right now. But knowing what I know now and why they pulled it, I'm not picking up this candle. What am I picking up the candle for? You're only feeding that I don't know. It definitely looks like it, but it's supposed to be a snowflake right there, the snowed in. So if you see any of these at your Bath and Body Works, pick them up. You're gonna make some good money on it. By the way, look at this one down here. So they have 3 in the picture, so they're gonna make some good money on that. Hopefully for them, they make good money on it. However, don't ever post unless you mean to sell all 3 in one, in one order, in one listing. Don't take a picture of all 3. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say it in the listing here or right here in the title. I'm pretty sure they're selling one at a time. But the buyers will automatically assume they're expecting 3 of these. They saw it in the picture. I'm expecting 3. So don't, if you're only going to sell one at a time, just take a picture of one and just change the quantity and the price section of the listing to how many you have. And then BBW, Bath and Body Works, abbreviated that way. I have never seen BBW on any of their candles, any of their products, any of their soaps, whatever. They don't use that acronym in any of their advertising, anything. So I don't know why. I mean, it's still got it sold, probably because you have to put Bath and Body Works in the as the maker, but don't use an abbreviation. I mean, something like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can use TMNT because that is used on some of their what do you call it? Comics, some of their action figures in the show. That acronym is used, but BBW for Bath and Body Works, don't use that. It's not appropriate. And then it's just a short, snowed in 3-wick candle. I mean, obviously right now probably because it's hot, everybody's looking for it. It's gonna get picked up pretty quickly. But under normal circumstances, that's a poor listing in my opinion. Okay, let's go and close that out. And let's move over to the what solds. All right. I wonder where they're going to pop up. They should pop up. Oh, yeah. Let's just jump right into it. Okay. First item right here. Sony headphones. Now, I don't think I need to tell you guys that Sony is a great brand to look out for, and Sony headphones are for the most part pretty good. Sony Bluetooth headphones are great to resell. So if you find them out there, pick them up. Sony Walkmans. Sony is a great name. However, here's something that maybe, and a lot of people did pass these up. These are Sony wired headphones. Now, the wire's not there because I didn't have the wire. But these are actually Sony high-res or high-resolution audio headphones. And they sold for $35. Now, they would have actually sold for a lot more. They would have sold closer to $90 if I had the cord. The cord is a little, it's still a standard, 3.5 millimeter cord. I was able to get it working with one of my cords. It didn't quite fit. It actually has kind of like almost a proprietary connector, which it did not come with. I do know it works though, because I was able to test it. But I needed that proprietary cord that actually kind of slots in there just right. And it's probably, some high res cable or cord, and they still do really well. Wired headphones still do pretty well, so keep your eye out for them. This one was easy to spot because it was a red metallic, just sitting there. I think I got the flea market if I'm not mistaken. But just a really cool, somewhat fast sale. Wasn't too bad. This is I'm remembering what these sold because I just looked a lot of these up, but I don't remember what the shipping was. $6.66. So which means that's going for under £1. So that was with the shipping cost. These were going a poly bag, bubble poly mailer. And again, look out for these high res headphones, wired headphones. I sold a pair of UE or Ultimate earbuds, wired earbuds. They're older ones, and they were a high res, and those ones sold for $189. So definitely keep your eye out for these types of headphones. They do really well, so keep your eye out for them. Don't pass up wired headphones, especially ones from Sony. I mean, there are some cheap Sony ones, yes. But if you find some of these higher end ones with the larger cups over the ears, they can do pretty well. And this one has a little bit of a weight to it as well too. So it's not just super. It's not really super light like cheap wired ones. So really cool, high res headphones. Keep your eye out for them. If you're able to identify the cord that actually goes with this, you might be able to sell that as well too. Okay, what's next? We have these old calculators. If you guys remember these little printing calculators here. This is the old Casio. These things still sell. Keep your eye out for these ones. I sell these ones almost every time I pick them up. They sell pretty quickly. The problem is when I'm at Goodwill, they're typically priced up around the $15 to $16 range, and it's not really worth it at that point. This one I actually don't remember. $31.50 is what this sold for. I got this from a rummage sale. Shipping cost is $11.67, and this one here will probably go in a box that's 1410.6 in size, and it does work. It is tested and working. It has the cord in the back as well too. This one definitely plugs in, and I was able to get it to print. However, it did not have any ink, and I looked up really quick to see, you know, the ink cartridges. Can you still get them on Amazon and or on eBay? And yes, I was able to find them online. And I stated in the listing, because it was printing very, very lightly, so I put in the listing that it did print very lightly, and you will need to replace the ink cartridge, which is typical of these older calculators. Whether or not it's just been used up or not, they've been sitting around for quite some time. These are very vintage, but they still sell. Keep your eye out for these things. Casio with a model number, printing calculator, adding machine, tax exchange, decimal. Yeah, I just threw all these keywords in there that were on the machine. So really cool, and they still sell. Casio is a good name. As far as these calculators go, keep your eye out for Casio calculators. They still sell. A lot of this stuff still sells, and I like to find these items. I really, really like to find these items, these older items that you cannot find in stores. You can't go just to a Target or a Walmart and go pick one up. You're gonna have to go somewhere online, somewhere like eBay, to find these pieces if you're looking for them, and people are looking for them. Next item, we have a knife spreader. Now, it's kind of obvious why this sold. Christmas stockings. Christmas is right around the corner. These were cool, glittery ones. I need more water. And I tend to pick up these spreaders. They're kind of cool. I do like them. If I can get them for $1 or $2, I will. Not that I collect spreaders or anything like that, but these holiday ones are just really cool. They're really intricately designed. It's Boston Warehouse, which Boston Warehouse isn't, a high-end name or anything like that, but they make a lot of cool little things like this. And as you can see, Boston Warehouse Christmas stockings, spreader knife, dining kitchen decor. Because these are also a decor piece, they're also going to be set up probably during a holiday party of some kind, and they're going to be used as not just spreading butter or whatever. They're also going to be used as a decor piece. And with these ones here, these go in a padded poly mailer, and they sold for $14. So $1, $2, $3 probably at the most. I probably, just because they don't sell that quickly, and they're usually pretty specialized. Like, they're really focused on one, a theme, like a holiday. I probably wouldn't pay $5 for them, because they'd just be sitting around, and I could probably put that $5 into something else that would sell quicker and year round. $5.80 is what it's sold for, so this is going to go for right around probably about like 10 ounces, 13 ounces or so. But really cool piece, and I do tend to pick these up quite often. They don't sell that fast, but they do eventually sell, and they are really cool. Just make sure they're all brand new. You don't really want to do used ones. You want to make sure they're new and unused. So really cool Christmas stockings. Let's close that out, and then the next one. Speaking of vintage, we just did the calculator, and now we have a Rolodex. This is really cool. This sold incredibly fast. I just picked this up not too long ago, listed it. The base that it's sitting on is actually metal. Really nice. It has all the letters in it. Hasn't been written in at all. And this is the Rolodex V-File Vintage V-File Junior. I threw the model in there. It is metal, and there's cards, office, desk, decor, organizer. It's These things still sell. I still pick all these up. I just picked up some old address books. I sell these things all the time. Now, you're not going to get a crazy amount of money for these things, but they do move. People do look for them, and generally you can get them for like $1, $2, $3. They tend to fly under the radar because everyone thinks these things are old. Who's going to be using these things? Here it is. $22.50 is what it's sold for. $8.31 is the shipping cost. And this will more than likely go in a box 1086. I'm sorry, 1286 box. Will be the size of the box that this will go in to ship out. But really cool. I mean, I remember this stuff from my day. I would never use this stuff. Even though I think it's cool, I like it, I would never use it. I'm, all in on tech and everything, and cloud space and all that. But it is really cool just to see this stuff out there, and just know that I remember using a lot of this stuff and seeing a lot of this stuff on my teacher's desks. In high school, in grade school, high school, and college. But yeah, really cool. And people still want them, and people still look for them. Where are they going to find them? Online, and hopefully they're looking on eBay to find these pieces. Rolodex items. Keep your eye out for them. I sold a Mickey Mouse one too, like one that you actually flip through. It was just a big like circle, and you just flip through all the cards on there, and it was Disney Mickey Mouse theme, which was really cool. And then the last item is Star Wars. So you're gonna be like, Star Wars? I know Star Wars sells. Yes, Star Wars sells. Now the action figures from the 90s, they don't really sell for that much anymore. And even prior to pandemic, they didn't sell for that much, and they kind of fell back to prices where they used to be. However, this little guy, droidables, keep your eye out for these droidables. I picked up a bunch of these at a Goodwill for, I think they were $2.59 each. And these guys have been selling. One of them, what was it? It was the the red and white one. It was the one from the one that was in A New Hope, Star Wars A New Hope, when Luke, they picked out that first astromech droid, and it was a red and white one that kind of just blew up on scene right there next to the Jawa tank. And I sold that one. That one sold for, I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, like $69. It sold for quite a bit. These ones here, like the regular R2, sold for $24.01. And then $5.52 in shipping is going to go in a 6x6x6 box. But really cool. Keep your eye out for these little droidables. They were at Target for a little bit. I think they got quickly discontinued. I don't know why, but they're not in stores right now, as far as I can tell. I haven't been to a Walmart recently, so I don't think they're there, but I'm not 100% sure. If you find these, and you can find them fairly cheap, I believe at Target they were originally $24.99, but I'm not 100% sure. They happen to be at a Goodwill. I keep my eye out for them. Ever since I found these, I'm still selling through them. I think I only have maybe 2 more left. But if you can find them, like I said, my Goodwill had them for $2.59 a piece, and I scooped them all up. I forgot exactly how many I got, but I got quite a few of these little guys, and I have not seen them at any other Goodwill in my area, and I've been keeping my eye out for them. They have a lot of the other toys, but not these ones here. I'm guessing maybe it was a mistake. I'm guessing maybe it was a recall or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't been notified that there was any recall on these, or maybe they just pulled them for some other weird reason. Who knows? People are still looking for them, and people are paying well over $20 for the R2 The other ones, the BB-8 went for I think $30. But like I said, if you find the red and white one, that one goes for quite a bit right now. So keep your eye out for them. They just came out too. They're not old at all. So Star Wars Droida Bulls. Keep your eye out for these figures. Okay, that's it for the what solds. Close that out. Let me know what you guys think of the what souls. Let me know what you guys think of the two topics we discussed today about the economy and about the new Bolo. Let me know what you guys think of that new Bolo. Do you have any of those? Go out, run out to your Bed Bath. No, I keep saying Bed Bath. Run out to your Bath and Body Works and pick up these candles, and you can make quite a bit of profit on them, even at full retail price. See you in the next video.